All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all the Akim, the 144,000, and the rest of the elect. This is just going to be somewhat of a continuation of the lesson I was going into earlier. Going into, but this one is going more into the color, and I have here, or the colors of Jake. You know, throughout the scriptures. I just have two examples, and I'm just going to get some etymology and some words. And Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to start off here with Acts 13:1. This is now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas, Simeon, that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene, and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul. So these are different Israelites that were in Antioch, which is in I think it's Syria. Let me double check that. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, but anyway, the point was it's about this is going into Simeon that was called Niger, and here in the NLT version it says among the prophets and teachers of the church at Antioch of Syria were Barnabas, Simeon, called the Black Man, Lucius from Cyrene, Manaen, the childhood companion of King Herod Antipas, and Saul. But the point was that Simeon called the Black Man. And when you go into the Strongs for it, it goes, I might as well bring that up. So I'm going to go into the commentary, but just for right now. This is G3526 Niger. We have them. Oh, Niger. Okay, my bad. And it says black in the Christian. Let me go to the commentary now. I'm going to jump down to this is the Ellicott's commentary for English readers. It says Simeon that was called, well, the guy said Niger or Niger, nigger. I don't know. It means black. The name seems to indicate the swarth complexion of Africa, but nothing more is known of him. The epithet was given to him probably to distinguish him from the many others of the same name, possibly in particular from Simon of Cyrene. So it says it indicates the swarth complexion. So let's get that. Swarthy means to be, dark colored, dark hue, or super dark. It can be. So let's get this as an etymon. This is a swarthy, dark colored, tawny, especially in reference to skin. So when you see something, oh, he was swarthy, that means he was, dark. Like so-called Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They're dark, but this is dark, dark. This is swart, and says black, being of a dark hue, in reference to night clouds, also figurative, and then also going into you have Jake today calling themselves black. Well, this has a negative connotation to it as well. Same thing with all these different bywords. Calling yourself black, well, it has it also can be wicked, infamous. You know, let's see. It has some more. Oh, here we go. Schwarze. This is what the small hats call us. Says a also Schwarzer, a black person, somewhat derogatory. Somewhat derogatory. Okay, Schwarz, black, perhaps originally a code word to refer to black servants when they were within earshot, as its German cognate, Schwarze, is said to have been used. So, and once again, going to show that that this is a byword, or that the Israelites are being called different bywords wherever they've been scattered. Here it is. You don't really understand. You might speak a different language or whatever, but somebody calling you Schwarze or whatever like that, you don't understand the language. You don't know that they talking trash about you. And this is I had Svart in the again. This is a black being black of dark hue. Let me pull that up. Dark hue. I might have that open in another tab. So like that, you know, super dark. This is Schwarz in the German. This is the Wiktionary.org. It can mean dirty, dark, black. All bywords. The Israelites are in the scriptures, especially Judah, are described as being a dark skinned people. Paul was confused for an Egyptian. The scriptures compare us to Ethiopians. This is Schwarze, black, which I already went over that. And then another word that was brought up in the that first one I brought up was tawny, which is having a brownish or orange color, brownish orange. Oops, forgive me, look up. These things are hard to, which you might see some Jake like that, but that's tawny is a darker brown. Like when you get the tawny Porto, like what you see right here, that's one of my favorites. It's got that dark, reddish kind of brown, and you see that in a lot of Jake. They have this dark red kind of complexion. Like you see the brown in them, but you see something. I guess it's an undertone or a highlight. You see like the skin is lively, especially when the Jake put on different I guess oils and whatnot. It brings out that shine in them. It's like how it says in the scriptures when it's describing Yahushai, like burnished brass or polished brass. When you see brass that's real fine and polished and burnt, like it's got a dark hue, but then you see like you see that darkness, but then you see a glow behind it. This is because it. Oh wait, hold on. This is tawny, having a brownish orange color, and other forms. An adjective to turn, used for hide, but leather is brown in most cases. With a light brown, brownish color. I want to get that word fulvous, and it also has here of light brown, brownish color, brownish orange color, and it has synonyms: fulvid, which I'm gonna get that word too. Um, Alabaster, which I already went through. Swart, that was dark. That was black. Brownish. Let me get these real quick. This is fulvid, fulvous, tawny colored. Uh, Here you go. Olivaster, olive colored. Now you have you hear a lot of people will make this up. They'll say like, oh, the people in the Bible, they were olive colored, or when they refer to Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, they'll say like, oh, he was olive colored. So let me get this, because you have different kinds of olives, you know, and especially with what I've been going through, like you don't just have green olives, you have these green ones here, these light yellow ones, these reddish ones, those dark reddish ones, all the way to the ones that look like they're straight black. And this, you see this one on the far right on the bottom, that looks like it's black and then has some red in it. So it's like you see a whole different shade, whole all kinds of different colors with the olives. So when you say olive colored, like ain't nobody who around here got green skin. Are you an alien? Are you a lizard? Matter of fact, let me get this, because I've never. Maybe somebody has, but I've never seen no green colored person. I've seen people that look like this, you know. But let me get back to this. This is a subfuchus, duskish, moderately dark, tawny. What does the word duskish mean? Somewhat dusky. Wow, that's very helpful. Dimly lit, meaning dark, dark skinned. Ashen, having grayish skin color. Jake get ashy. Synonyms: dark, dark skin, black, inky, sable, sooty, swarthy. Going back to the same word. Fulvous, a reddish brown. Now I did have that pulled up, that reddish brown. See, you have here, especially this one right here, reddish brown color palettes. Now you can see Jake in these different kind of skin palettes, skin colors. Especially this one right here, that's a good one. But just hoping this is edifying. But getting to the point that Jake is all throughout the scriptures. Jake was all throughout the world. We've been scattered all throughout the world, and Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is like the paints this picture that we never existed. That the whole ancient world was just them, just pale people that can't even go out in the sun, that have the highest skin cancer rates, that they're the people, that they're everybody. And they like to spin it on us. Whenever truth comes out, they call it blackwashing, but they've whitewashed everything through iconoclasm, through their media, through everything that they've done, they've put themselves up in a place, made themselves look like the Most High, made the Most High Son look like them, made everybody, the angels, look like little them and little babies. It's just it's wickedness. But this is the truth. This is First Samuel, and I'm gonna get this, and then I'm gonna close out. First Samuel 16:2, and I'm gonna start in the King James. Second, I mean, sorry. First Samuel 16:12. I think I said 16:2 earlier, but First Samuel 16:12, and he sent and brought him in, and this is when David's father Jesse was calling for David, and this is when Samuel was going to anoint David to be king, and he sent and brought him in, and now he was ruddy and with all of beautiful countenance and goodly to look to. And Yahweh said, "Arise, anoint him, for this is he." And that word ruddy, this is oh, that's not it. Basically, it's a reddish brown, and I've looked in the Strongs, and it's not very helpful. But it's a reddish brown, so something like if you look up ruddy, it'll show you some Edomites. They turn red. Oh, it actually showed you red fox. And it does show you some Jake, but for the most part, they're showing you these different Edomites that turn red in the sun or when their blood shows. You know, but when you look up ruddy cow, it doesn't really. It shows you, what's more akin to the so-called Jake. You know, that dark brown, that reddish brown. You know, what I've been showing. So let me get this again. This is 1 Samuel 16:12 in the NLT. So Jesse sent for him. He was dark and handsome, with beautiful eyes, and Yahweh said, "This is the one, anoint him." And so it says here that he was dark and handsome, like most Jake that you see out there in the world. But hey, anyway, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm gonna say shalom.